Hi friends, it's Tamika Talks with your daily tea to keep you in the know while talking with friends both online and offline. This 10 in under 10 is basically what was happening while you were asleep, or maybe you just missed it. Let's go! Yesterday marked day one of the public hearings with the impeachment inquiry. So, of course your president is stating that he was not watching it, although his Twitter account is saying a totally different story. Let me remind you how we got here. In July, there was a phone call that occurred between President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky. During this call, Trump urged Zelensky to launch an investigation into former VP Joe Biden and his son for corruption. Now, this call happened in the midst of them withholding military aid from Ukraine. Now, the Democrats are basically stating that this is an abuse of power. Adam Schiff, the House Intelligence Committee chairperson, has basically stated the facts are the facts. We don't need to dispute them. Now, the Republicans are basically saying they got the money. What is the big deal? What's the big deal? It is a big deal because you have to think, if the whistleblower had never come forward, would the Ukrainian government ever have received their military aid? If you watched any of it yesterday, I felt like they were credible. They clearly did not want to be there, and they were uncomfortable that they were even placed in this situation, which caused them to have to testify. Now, what I find interesting is that they are calling for the name of the whistleblower to interview him behind closed doors. However, the White House refuses to force Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney and former security advisor John Bolton to show up and testify. They have been called, and they refuse to show up. Now, you got to wonder, why do you want one and not the other? Former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick has thrown his hat in the ring. His messages of unifying the world to build a better, more sustainable, and inclusive America. That is a great message. However, you have 3 months left until we are casting a ballot, and I feel like right now we need to be focusing on which candidate actually has a chance to win. While you're probably a great guy and you probably were an amazing governor, I think at this point the best thing to do is to find a candidate that aligns with your missions and your goal, and let's push this candidate forward. We don't need more candidates. We need a strong one. Bill Capri, also known as Kodak Black, has been sentenced to 46 months in prison for false statements and unlawfully obtaining a firearm. Now, he received less than the maximum sentence, which is usually 10 years. However, what message are you sending to people? Kodak Black, you know that you have a large following, especially of young people. Dude, if you're going to get a gun the right way, please. Today is World Diabetes Day, and I wanted to make sure that you are aware of the symptoms. If you're urinating often, if you're feeling thirsty, even after you've already drank something, if you're feeling very hungry, even though you're eating, extreme fatigue, blurry vision, cuts or bruises that are slow to heal, weight loss, even though you're eating more. Now, this is usually type 1. For type 2, another symptom is tingling pain or numbness in the hands and feet. Beware of these symptoms, and if anything ever happened to you, please reach out to your doctor. Well, it looks like Chrissy Teigen has issued a challenge to Idris Elba, who was last year's sexiest man alive, after her husband John tweeted, "The 1995 John would be very perplexed to be following 2019 Idris Elba." Hell, the 2019 John is quickly perplexed, but thank you peoples for finding me sexy. Now, he tweeted this out with a picture of him from 1995 next to a picture of Idris Elba. So my understanding is now Idris is posting his 1995 picture. Go on Twitter and check it out and let me know who you think is the sexiest. The 53rd Annual Country Music Awards aired last night. Now, while I did not watch the entire thing, Carrie Underwood, Reba McEntire, and Dolly Parton did an amazing job of hosting the piece that I saw. Congratulations to all the winners, especially Garth Brooks on winning Entertainer of the Year. But Jennifer Nettles stole the show. She wore a dress that had a message for everyone. Equal pay for female artists. Girl power, I'm with you, Jennifer Nettles. Love the dress, love the message. Did you know that UPS calls January 2nd National Returns Day? Because they are estimating that the number of returns have resulted in 5 billion pounds of landfill waste, and it emits an additional 5 billion tons of carbon emission into the air. So they're saying Stop shopping online and returning it. And then they're trying to allege it to millennials who they believe buy lots of things offline, try them on to just ship them back. Now, are you telling people not to shop at all or just not shop online? Your message is not clear. However, what I will say is when I can, I prefer to shop in a store because I like the communication. I also know that there's some people who work on a commission, and if I purchase online, they will not get those funds. But on the flip side, there are those of us who market products online, and we will get a percentage back if we get someone to buy the purchase. So I'm both. However, if you're shopping online and they send you a package, reuse that package to send the item back. Problem solved. Colin Kaepernick has invited multiple NFL teams out to watch him in a private workout on Saturday in Atlanta. Now, people are trying to figure out, is this the road to his comeback or is it just a ploy by the NFL? Because he was only given 3 days notice that he could basically put this on, and the normal day is a Tuesday night for this to happen, because what happens is on Saturday, the GMs are generally with their players who are going to be playing on Sunday, making sure that everyone is ready. So we'll see what happens. I wish you the best of luck, Colin. Go out there and show them what you got. Frozen 2. I had the privilege of screening the movie yesterday, and when I tell you, you will not be disappointed, you will not be disappointed. Now, a lot of times when we see the sequel to a first movie that we really like, we're like, it's okay. This movie was great. I loved every bit of it. Of course, there's lots of girl power because you guys know I'm all about the girl power. But the other thing is, I love how it shows the strong bonds of the community and what can happen when we all work together. So if you have not gotten your tickets to check it out for this weekend, I advise you to do so immediately. Well, friends, that's your 10 and under 10 for today. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.